Alright, it's been a very long time, I'll say definitely over more than a month since I've put any episodes out, and I'm just gonna take this short time. It's not gonna be a long podcast today. So, start things off. Hope everyone is doing fine. I know life has definitely been hitting us on all fronts, and I definitely can attest to that. And that's some of the things I'm going to be explaining. Excuse me. But yeah, a lot has been going on in life, and right now I still have this podcast always in my mind. But when you're trying to manage a lot of things in life and you're the only person that's editing it and really trying to keep things afloat, it can get very hard at times. And you can really see it's like a one-man show right now, because other guys, Josh, Jonathan, they got their own lives going on. Jonathan's working on some projects with his dad, and Josh, he, as y'all have heard in one of the previous episodes, he's still at Job Corps. Well, he finished, but it's something else that he's completing until he can get out and get something else going. So right now it's been a lot going on with me. I'm trying to manage that because, as I was saying, most of those, like the other things I've started, it's always been me doing it. And at the end of the day, even with this podcast, the channel has not been going in the direction that I thought it would. But you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You have to do things. Most of the things in life you're going to be doing alone, and nobody's going to be. And I tell myself that too. Nobody's going to be holding your hand the whole time, like your friends, like you thought that y'all were going to be together. And this is not in no mean to be throwing anybody under the bus, but I find myself with everything that I've started, I have to do alone. You may start off with, a few of y'all, but soon after you find out that at the end of the day, it's you alone facing whatever challenge it is. So just remember that in life. But the couple of things that's been going on, and I really am trying to cover other things. I'm not trying to focus. I mean, as much as it needs attention, but there's too much focus on politics, because this whole country right now is just been so divided over politics. Racists going against racists, and it's been a hot mess. And even this whole Carmelo Anthony situation has caused so much division. And then even with the GoFundMe, and then it turned into a whole retaliation with this other lady. I forgot her name, and I gotta do my research on this stuff and actually put it on here. But I'm pretty sure most of y'all are aware of that. But she has said the N-word to what they said was an autistic black kid. So it was like she raised over more than the amount that Carmelo Anthony's GoFundMe was, and everybody was outraged over it. But it just completely showed the hypocrisy and the double standards in the society. Here it is, a guy that killed another student from another school. He gets to have a lot of money raised in his GoFundMe. But this woman, this Caucasian lady, she ended up raising a lot of money because of the hate that she got online. So with that being said, two wrongs don't make a right. You know what I'm saying? So that situation is a hot mess, and I still got to dig deep in that. And there's a lot of other things, like even on my other channel, JLATL, with a hyphen in the middle. There's still some things I need to cover on there, and I haven't been able to get to each story because there's just so much going on in the world, and you try to keep up with the things going on in your life, you know. And then also another thing is the tariffs. It's like the tariffs right now, he's trying to work it to where the countries can negotiate, but right now China is not really budging. It's like they have control over a lot of other things, to the point, like, if you really like do some research, China, when they have their hand, so their hand holding the other, like with the other governments, and shaking hands with the other governments, sometimes you just don't know what the deals that they be doing. And I was watching a documentary this week, and it was about the blood cabal in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and I was learning that the material, that's the same material that is used for the minerals that's used for the batteries. So while people be like, yeah, it's, we're driving, we're protecting the environment, it's the same people, for human rights, which, I'm for as well. But these people are sold for driving electric cars and saving the environment, but they don't know what goes into the iron, the battery to power the cars, because it's not gas powered. Now, after I saw that documentary, I say, you know what? I would never buy an electric car. I mean, we already know that a lot of things that's being made overseas has been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears going behind it, and child labor. But that just after seeing that documentary just made me not even want to even think to buy an electric car. Now, Tesla, I don't know. Tesla may get some of the materials like the batteries from there, but it all depends. But even with Tesla right now, there's been a lot of retaliation and people just going nuts out there, attacking Tesla owners, and knowing good and well they're getting caught on camera every single time. Like, I saw this and I still got to do a reaction and put it on my main channel, but they have been getting into some road rages, running Tesla drivers off the road, and it's a lot of crazy stuff. And I was talking to my manager's husband, and he was saying, yeah, there, he knew a friend that did not want to drive her Tesla, so she had to drive her Mercedes because she was afraid that somebody was probably going to burn her Tesla up or either get into a road rage with her. So, and the thing about it is, these people just don't think. Who's to say the person that's owning the Tesla is a Republican? It might be a Democrat just like you. That just shows you how far gone people's minds are. And you're doing that to another person. Like, you don't know who they are. And before all this went down with Elon Musk, everybody liked him before his name was attached to Trump or anything having to do with being a Republican. And then now all of a sudden people like, man, you know what? Screw you. We'll just drive Nissan Leaf or whatever of electric cars is out there. That's all it is. I guarantee you, if he had no ties with Trump, if he just remained out of the political scene and he just stick with his programs, I'm pretty sure that none of this would have been happening. Everything would still be intact. But no, ever since he partnered with Trump to do different things, including with the Doge, everything else, now they attack. But they're not I mean, even though they might be attacking him, they're not attacking him directly. They're attacking people that have purchased Teslas. They're not attacking like directly him. They're hurting other people that have purchased their Teslas. So it's just crazy. It's very crazy. And yeah, there's other topics I want to get to, but just wanted to make this one very short. But I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all if y'all made it this far. I know I barely have anybody to be listening, because this channel really needs some more time invested, more things to come here, so that way we can be more engageable and more enjoyable for others to interact as well. But yeah, let me know any your opinions and comments in the comment section down below. But definitely gonna have to be getting episode, even if I have to do this podcast alone. It is what it is. But yeah, until the next episode, this is Juwan, and remember to put things into perspective.